Welcome to my channel. Hold on a second. Kind of stressed out. I took the time to film this. Oh, I took the time to film this on my camera because I didn't want to be disturbed by a broken stream, which seems to be happening lately. So I had transitioned to a different room in the house. I lost the cord to the camera, so I have to order a new one. That won't be here till Monday. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and try to stream this, but my phone broke. The crystals that I hold these cards in, the crystal that I keep in the bag with these cards, fell on top of the phone and broke the surface of the phone. So you may be seeing things through a cracked lens or whatever. So I apologize. And if the stream gets broken, then I will definitely be reposting this again from the camera on Monday, okay? So this is just for now. All right. Please take a look at the reading I did, the first January 6th hearing reading. Everything is unfolding. It's astonishingly accurate. It's blowing me away. Especially the stuff now that's happening with the Garland move towards the Mar-a-Lago. You'll be amazed. So listen to that first hearing again. I'll go ahead and make sure to post the link to the end of this video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I really, really appreciate everyone who has supported this channel through Patreon, through donations, through subscribing, through leaving comments, through hitting that like button. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. The channel has been buried, but you guys have given it life. And I do this, trust me, I do this for you. I don't do this for me. I'm not making any money from these videos. In fact, all it does is really frustrate me because nobody likes to be canceled. But I do it anyway for the ones of you who still support me, because Spirit has a message to send and nobody should be able to squash that. So anyway, that being said, let's get into this reading. I asked several questions of the cards, and each layout is just a question. So the first question I asked was, thank you for everybody's hitting the like button, was what did the FBI, what were they looking for when they searched Mar-a-Lago? And we got the Queen of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the stanza. So for me, the Queen of Pentacles represents national security in a political reading. She's reversed, so this is read as national insecurity. It's extreme insecurity and instability. We're unstable. There's a lot of fear and anxiety over what it was that the FBI wanted to retrieve, okay? There was a lot of fearfulness and anxiety to retrieve it, and they didn't want to miss a thing because they know that they're dealing with the world's biggest gold digger, Trump. Clarified by stanza, this is a private room. It's also a situation where there is a private conversation between two people, and classified information is shared. So the stanza is representing sensitive, classified information, super sensitive, next to this Queen of Pentacles reversed. Selling or sold classified secrets. It's a card of espionage. You can look it up. This card tells me that there was an informant that shared the secret with the FBI, DOJ in a private chat. This is the same card I got in the first reading of the hearing. She came out strongly as a dark-haired woman, but also, you know, I read in layers, so it could be someone else. So check out that reading again. But here, this is a dark-haired female. This could be clues to who the informant is. Doesn't have to be a female, right? In tarot, it's not specific. Could be a dark-haired female, like a disgruntled wife. Could be a high-end staff or secretary. Someone who bears a title of secretary manager, but at the highest levels. They confessed secrets or classified information. It was super sensitive. It was someone who could be considered a best friend of Trump, very trusted in his inner circle. And I'm picking up the name Ghislaine Maxwell, and that's in connection to the stanza, which is like a secret alcove of intimacy. And for some reason, and would be an audacious woman. I don't know why I'm getting Ghislaine Maxwell, but maybe somehow she has some connection, or there are connections to her in regards to this situation. The information found by the FBI DOJ was found in a private office or a study. Spirit says the situation is rapidly evolving and developing, and there will be much breaking news as I speak. That's why I feel such a rush to get this out, because things are happening in real time. So buckle up, everybody. There was a transaction of a sensitive nature. It was with a visitor or visitors to Mar-a-Lago. It could be more than one visitor. Now, in the first reading, the first hearing reading that I did, right, I speculated that the information, that there were documents destroyed, documents hidden, and documents sold. And I suspected that it was sold to someone from the Middle East. Looking back on that reading again, I feel, strong Middle East. It could be Saudi Arabia. It could be Israel, because the card that depicted it was the magician. He looked like he had those little curly curls like their rabbis have. Or it could also be, based on this card today, Korea or China. And I'm thinking it's Korea. There will be some news about this, but it may be expressed as speculation and not absolute fact, okay? So listen for that. Documents that were retrieved vary in their nature. They were documents containing secret formulas, information that is super hidden and sensitive, insider trade secrets, intimate information on political adversaries, and also articles of vanity, sheer vanity that Trump wanted to hold on to. So that's what they were looking for. Sorry, I've got my sage burning because so many things have just gone wrong. Burning my sage. And I might be smoking a little pot. Yes, I might be. Okay. What did they find? What did they find? Okay, I feel like I already answered that question just now. I answered what they found. Okay, so this second question, what did they find, is just going to elaborate on that. Okay, so what did the FBI find? They were restless to retrieve information for Swords Reverse, and they were being frustrated by Trump's team, who were using intimidation and resistance tactics towards them. But through a tip-off or growing fear, this led to the search. They moved to react because of all other passive attempts being exasperated. Challenge and opposition from Trump's side left them no choice but to retrieve the materials in the manner in which they did, afraid that more evidence would be destroyed or sold. The tip-off revealed that to them that was potentially about to happen. There was a line drawn, right? And the line was crossed. There was no more room for negotiation, and a show of strength by the FBI and DOJ was made. All right. Now, what did Trump do with the information? We already heard that, what he did in my first hearing reading. He sold it. He sold some of it. He destroyed some of it, and he hid some of it. I feel there are still some hid and concealed. I feel there's still some hidden and concealed. I feel it's buried. Okay? All right. What did Trump do with the information? He shared it. He shared it. He sold it. It was a good deal. He shared it with a mutual interest or a friend of mine. Ivanka and Jared are here, but I don't know why. Every time they come up in my readings, they're very cloaked in mystery, and it's hard to read them. But somehow they're here, involved. So the information was sold and shared was someone whom Trump had close relationship with, kinship with, friendship with, someone he considered a friend, didn't mind showing affinity to. Putin, Kim Jong-un, MJB, royal connections. It says he respected the person or persons that he shared the information with, and it was for a mutual and beneficial interest in which it was shared. Now, next to it, we have the Tower. Tower, Ten of Pentacles, reverse. The question is, what did Trump do with the information? So the Tower is saying diagrams of large building structures, diagrams, instructions, formulas for building large structures, explosives, or nukes. Very dangerous stuff here. Also information about our nation's defenses, bringing down our nation's defenses, causing them to come crashing down. Not only our defenses, but the structure of our democracy as well. That was the mutual and beneficial interest shared. And it's all coming out. It's all coming out inevitably. Ten of Pentacles reverse. When upright is functioning family, parties, businesses, inheritance, great wealth. Here it is reversed. I feel legacies and lineage. Here it is reversed. I feel Trump wanted to create a royalty status for himself, his name, and for his family. That was his ambition, right? That is his ambition still, but it will not be realized. His ambition will be destroyed completely by his actions now that are all coming out and being revealed at this time. It will be the destruction of it all. And this great calamity that's about to fall on him, his name, his legacy, and family, will also fall on the Republican Party. This represents a party in dysfunction. And it could also bring a fall to the United States of America. So we're all in danger. I clarified this row, right? What did Trump do with the information? And I got the prisoner card. All right, I've never said it before, guys. You never heard me ever say that Trump was going to jail until today. Right? I'm saying it now. This just might land his pink-orange ass in prison for treachery, treason, and espionage. And that includes his family and party members, too. The prisoner card represents a prison term. It represents loss of freedom. It also represents ties, cords, and links that will subjugate you to another or to something. I feel even if Trump didn't want to do this, and he did because it was a mutual beneficial deal, he was subjected to do it regardless, subjected by other powers due to his huge money loans and debts. I'm seeing something here about the death of a spouse, and a reason for him and his family to delay or put something off. We know that Ivana died recently, but this is a future reading, so I don't know why that would come up here. It's coming up, so I'm just mentioning it. Now, next to Disgrazia in the Lavira Sibilla deck, which is the equivalent of the Tower in Tarot, this card means a loss of freedom. So it very strongly points to a prison sentence, okay, since we have the Tower card here. This is serious legal problems that will be drastic for Trump. And incarceration, an adverse destiny awaits. Humiliation and a fall from grace. He's in some serious shiza. All right? Also, not only for the deals, the retrieved information, but also for tax evasion and debts. There's divorce. It's starting to predict now. There's divorce in his future. Once it all falls apart, of course, all the ones who are hanging on, bye, the money's gone, I'm gone. Divorce from Melania, alienation from family and party. He will reap all his bad, negative karmic rewards. He will be subjected to much psychological analysis for many, many years. So he'll live on in infamy. So what is Trump feeling? What is Trump feeling? We have the Ten of Wands, the Justice card, the Knight of Wands. I hope everybody can hear me. I haven't been looking at the screen. I've just been like, 26 of you in the room. I need 26 of you to hit that like button. I need you guys' support. Please. Just do that for me. Thank you. All right. What is Trump feeling? He's got the Ten of Wands, the Justice card, the Knight of Wands. Sorry, my cards kind of, I told you I'd already filmed this, and my cards kind of got a little bit out of order. Okay, here we go. All right, what is Trump feeling right now? What is he thinking and planning, and what is he likely to do? I ended up asking that question twice, so I'm going to repeat myself a lot right now, okay? So bear with me, I'm sorry. So he feels like it's over. Ten of Wands. Feels like it's over. He feels like, thank you so much for all the likes. He feels like it's over. He's reached the end of a long journey, and now he must face the consequences. That sounds like someone who's starting to think about what they're doing, but no, he's not being humble in these thoughts. He sees himself still as a great victim. He sees himself as a great victim. He feels that he is oppressed by the justice system. He's very tired and overwhelmed by it all. And he's working overtime to conceal and still hide things to keep it all from coming out. But Spirit says it's all coming out. It's all coming out. Okay? There's nothing he can do about it, and there's nothing he can do to change it. The Justice card indicates what his thoughts, plans, and strategies are. What his thoughts, plans, and strategies are. So I feel like he wants to say that the justice system, the DOJ, they're biased, they're corrupt, they're working against him, they're falsely accusing him and setting him up. So, and by the way, let me just say this, off track of the reading. This whole A word that Bannon is using about Trump, that take him out A word. These people project like crazy. So Trump, watch your back, okay? Watch your back for your own people, all right? All right, back to what I was saying. Trump feels that the justice system, the DOJ, is biased, corrupt, working against him, and they're falsely accusing him, setting him up. So his plan is to go against the justice system. He's going to try to bend the rules, break the rules, and break the justice system. The Knight of Wands says that he is in the process of taking these actions now. We all know that. Everything's happening now. He wants the country to lose confidence in the justice system and in the DOJ. And anything that they have to say about him, he wants us to have no confidence in it. He's already put things in motion and into action, and his party is helping him. They will continue to build on this idea. They're trying to sow seeds into the collective. He will also put into action plans to inspire and to incite his people. This is also a card of traveling or leaving the country, so maybe that's a secondary plan in case plan A and B don't work out. He's still going strong, and he will enter the race for president. I already told you that, right? I told you that the Republican Party would back him, even though it's early, and they don't really want to back him. But now that his back is against the wall, they're going to back him, right? And then the justice system will have to deal with the fallout of that. Like, how can this man run for president? they'll have to deal with all of that, legalities, and the fallout of that. Now, I got 3 clarifier cards. 3 cards fell out. We got Falsita, we got the Costanza, La Costanza, and Ladro. Right? Falsita, again, these are clarifiers, so they may repeat what I've just said. Falsita says his feelings are that he feels very betrayed by a member of his cabinet or his family. He feels he is in a nest of vipers and has no one he can trust. He feels very entitled and wants to destroy the justice system to rebuild it back in his own image. Wow. Lord, protect us. Heavenly Father, if you're there. I think the devil is, I think the devil's greatest torture is the torture of tickling. Have you ever been tickled so much that it hurt? And all you want to do, you're conflicted between laughing and hitting somebody, right? And it's weird to have those feelings at the same time. Tickling is like it is torture. It is the worst form of torture. And I feel like the absurdity of all this is the devil's practical joke and torture on us all. Because this shit is too funny. You can't even write this. You can't even write this. They would throw it out. Absurd. Not possible. But this is all happening. Wow. Okay. So where was I? He feels he's in a den of vipers. He's entitled, and he wants to bring the justice system down, to rebuild it in his own image. He's thinking only of himself and planning to protect himself, first and foremost, the best way that he can. He has misjudged and trusted someone still who's betraying, and plotting against him. Very close to him, whoever it is, and he does trust them. But warning, he's trying not to trust anybody now. Ladro says he's stealing or trying to steal the presidential race, so there may be some efforts to, like I said, further cheat the system going forward. He's definitely going to try to run for this race. If he can get away with it, he's going to do it. He's going to get in the race, right? And he's still concealing something. There's something behind the safe door. There's still something he's concealing, and it's grave, and it's dangerous. He's calling what the FBI did to him a break-in, to get the people riled up, to bring out their most debased and animalistic tendencies. Trump will cause a lot of anxiety and fear in everyone, all of us. Boy, and he's a psychic vampire. He eats it up, laps it up. He loves the blood, boy. What an image I just got. Oh, distasteful. He's bringing out all of our darkest impulses, inciting them, rising them up so that we would do harm. Next to the Four of Diamonds, which it is, Falsita is a Four of Diamonds, this card means that the betrayer was a member of his close family or a cabinet. And I'm feeling like it was a male energy who travels to do business a lot. He travels to do his business. But I wouldn't rule out, there may be more than one informant, okay? Maybe more than one informant. I feel like there are many informants. So the next question I have for the cards is, what is Trump's next move? So I asked that before, kind of, and got some information. And then I asked it again with 3 cards. So let's read what they say. Got the King of Coins, the 5 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. What's Trump's next move? These are future predictions, right? Okay. He's taking things very, very serious. He's lawyering up with the highest, best paid lawyers that he can find. Whether or not he decides to take their advice is another matter. With the 5 of Wands, again, this is about to create, he wants to create His next move is to create conflict, tension, divide, civil war, and unrest. His side, the good Christian side, and the liberal democratic side, the demon, the demonic evil side. But isn't that the ultimate twist, right? The devil is an old deceiver. Devil is a lie. And he himself is the one leading this so-called Christian side. You've been deceived, folks. You've been bamboozled. The Nine of Wands says that he uses as much threats and intimidation as he has available to him. And he's doubling down. Not only him, but his MAGA party. When I clarified these cards, I got I got the Despere and the Grand Signore. Grand Signore could be a president, a good guy. Represents divine protection too. They worship Trump like a god. He may hold a rally, and he's disparaging a black man, a good black man, a man of good reputation, standing and name, the king, the former king, Obama. Disparaging Obama. Obama may be coming out to speak out against Trump or speak out against the rhetoric, the violence, the attacks, all and everything that Trump is trying to incite. Obama may speak out against it, or it could be that Biden does as well. Despair says that this is a card of brutality, violence, and attacks. It's domestic terrorism in this case. And that's what it is. Also vicious gossip and unfair judgments against the president and the former president. I feel like during this time when things start to get really heated, when Trump is doing his best to incite as much as he can, and basically these presidents have to start talking to people during this time, and it may be that there's some violence here. There's violence here in both of these cards. There's violence in this card. There's violence, oh my God, there's big violence in this card. So during this time, when things are heated or possibly becoming violent, maybe more than one attack. It may be more than one attack. It may be a series of different attacks, and then you have to, it's accumulating. Or it could be one big attack, like the insurrection. I'm not sure. But during this time of incitement, that is when Trump will be indicted. He will receive some information that's going to make him cry. And it will most likely be about the sensitive information that was sold or destroyed. So, what is the next move of the DOJ? Or the FBI? We could put them in here too. All right, this is very cryptic, okay? Because we're talking about secret organizations, espionage organizations, right? They're definitely investigating him for espionage. They will be made a scapegoat by Trump and his minions, right? They're going to try to make the DOJ and the FBI scapegoats. But these cards say that the DOJ, the FBI, they are watching their back, and they're also watching our back against further national insecurity and this enemy named Trump and his followers named MAGA. So they will name Trump and MAGA as enemies of the nation, clear and present dangers. They need to. I think they definitely do on the inside. I'm not so sure if they're going to do it publicly, but I think it's an inside understanding, okay? Because they don't want to create or incite any more fear, to project any more fear into the public. Because this is serious. If we only knew what Trump has already jeopardized, we would never sleep well at night. We would never sleep well at night. It's a greedy motherfucker there. And I just don't understand the crazy. I don't understand the crazy. And what I want to say is, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to a lot of these people who support Trump. And my next reading is going to be on blacks supporting Trump, because I really want to get into the psychology of that. Okay? Blacks for Trump, I'm coming for you next. I'm coming for you. All right? So a lot of these people are like I said, inclined to be very unstable and fearful in their thought processes, conspiracist, I don't know how to say the word. You know what I'm trying to say. But a lot of them have also been conditioned. It's easy to condition someone, you know. It just takes repetition. It just takes repetition and the incitement of a feeling. And you condition your dog that way. You condition children that way. You condition adults that way. You can be conditioned very easily. And there is an insidious program of conditioning here at work. Okay? And Fox is just a part of it. So I feel that a lot of the MAGA supporters or Republicans who are still involved with this, thinking that this is right, it's because they're in this bubble where they're receiving all this false information so consistently. It fills me with dread because it's so deep that I don't know. It's so deep, I don't know if we're going to be able to purge it. I just don't know. And I'm very scared for our democracy. I am. I'm scared for our democracy. You know? So let me get back to the DOJ. What are they going to do? What are their next move? Okay, so their next move is stealth. It's quiet. It's secret. And we're not going to know. They're not going to project what they're going to do. The Five of Swords usually is a card of wanting to come out of conflict, but in this case, it is not that. It is all-out war, right? They would prefer it if it weren't so. They don't want war, but the other side brings it. They're going to keep bringing it. They're doubling down. They're backing Trump, even though all of this shit is coming out. So that's what it is, right? Now it's understood. At least it's understood on the inside. So they have no choice but to engage in a covert war with them. There are many informants, not plants, not implants, informants. There are many informants helping them take Trump down. Spirit says that Trump and his people fight so dirty, and they're not going to go away without us fighting back. They're not going to just disappear. We're going to have to take them down. Justice will have to respond to their negativity with shock and force due to the selfishness and the dominance of the outside force. So this is physical violence upon the DOJ or the FBI. A secret attack? I hope not. I hope not another one. This may be foretelling another one. And then there will be response retaliation with shock and force. It's disgraceful, a shame and a mark on our nation. It's bloody ugly if it's not handled right. The moon. There's just a lot. There's so much, guys, that we won't know, that they're going to keep from us, okay? Because they can't reveal the secrets. What's MAGA planning and thinking? What's MAGA planning and thinking? They got the world, the death card, next to Falsita, and the Bambino. What's their next move? I'm getting kind of tired because I've been through a lot today to bring you this reading, and I really hope it recorded okay. Thank you to everybody who's hit the like button, subscribed, and anybody who supported. I didn't see you, but I thank you in advance if you did. Thank you so much. If you'd like a personal reading or SRT, spiritual response therapy clearing session, hypnosis, please make sure to reach out to me. My information is in the description box. Okay. Now, what is MAGA planning and thinking? Their next move is the world. The world is about big achievements, success, and an advancement to the next level or the new chapter, a new chapter. I feel like they want to end the world as we know it and bring on a big change, death, or transformation, a new world order, the world and the death card. So they feel that they are, I heard the words chosen ones to play this role, to help bring about, they feel that they are in the end times, that they want to bring about a new order. They want to bring an end to the old order and bring about this new order. With the death card, they refer to this as the Great Purge or purging. Now, I remember an old reading a long time ago, right after, before the insurrection, I think, I had mentioned that they were going to release the Kraken. And I had no idea what release the Kraken meant. Now we know the release the Kraken was Sidney Powell. But what's this great purging? There's something significant here. We'll have to find out as it unfolds. With Bambino, this tells me they do want a new beginning. This Christ child, the child, they always refer to Trump as the child. They want a new beginning with this child. But their plans, their strategies are still in developmental stages, still in the new stages, not fully ripened. Whether or not they ripen is up to us. They believe in Trump's innocence and will fight the good fight to protect him. The FBI DOJ was clarified by the dog, or the La Fidelta card. It's a card of loyalty, patriotism. It's also a card of guardian angels standing to protect and encamped around us. So we have spiritual protection. Both times we got cards of spiritual protection. So guys, just pray for America. And what I have found through the work that I do to heal myself and to help to bring others to healing is that, you know, I'm speaking very strongly and I'm feeling all kinds of feelings. But in truth, I'm talking to myself. And all that this is just a projection of something in me. If it weren't in me, it wouldn't be in my life. If this energy that is existing out here that I'm reacting to weren't somewhere in my vibration, it would not be playing out in my life. So this is something that it, as one in a collective, I'm telling you, we all have this power in us to create this mayhem or to resolve it and bring about beauty and peace. We have to purge our own vibration of these negative energies that we see in Trump and the Republicans and in the corruption of the system. We have to self-reflect and do our best to purge those vibrations from ourselves and pray for America and forgive ourselves. When we forgive ourselves, we forgive everyone else. When we love ourselves, we love everyone else. And everything responds well to love. And everything dies in response to hate. So I know I'm speaking strongly. I know I'm coming from two different directions because I'm still dealing with this. I'm still trying to understand all this. It's confusing. but at the same time, it makes sense to me. So I have to pray for Trump. I have to pray for these Republicans. I have to pray for their soul. I have to pray for harmony. I have to believe in it. I have to focus on it so that I can increase its vibration rather than focusing on the negative, which is increasing that vibration. So as we go forward, let's try to understand the power that we have in us to transform the situation by loving our enemy rather than hating our enemy. But they're going to come at us with some serious stuff. We're all going to be tested. So I guess that's all I have to say because I'm in my feelings. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any suggestions for future readings, please let me know. Please make sure to leave your comments, hit that like button, subscribe, share the video with your friends. If you'd like to support the channel, become a Patreon subscriber. You can donate. There are links to both in my description box, or reach out for a personal reading or healing session. Thank you and God bless.